On this week's bonus reel, I want to talk to you about Project 2025. Project 2025 is affecting us right now. Donald Trump says he knew nothing about it, but he did know something about it, and he's enacting every step of the playbook. But here's the flaw with Project 2025. The flaw with it is that thinking that everybody was just going to capitulate to Trump's actions and whims and not fight back. They were just going to take it in stride and he could take control. Bam! No, that's bullshit. That's not how it works in America. And unfortunately for the authors of Project 2025 who have embedded themselves and embellished themselves inside of our federal system, it's not working out that way. Let's kind of logically take this through train of thought. Okay. So, as it stands, Donald Trump has issued over 100 executive orders trying to do things which are constitutionally illegal, such as the current fight right now about his executive order for birthright citizenship. Doesn't he realize that he would be one of the first people to go because he was, well, even though he was born here, his grandfather was deported from here and came back illegally. And it's questionable. I don't believe he ever became a citizen because he was deported once. So, Fred was an anchor baby. Donald is an anchor baby. Don Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and Barron are anchor babies. They'd have to go because they were born here, but they're all the fruit of an illegal immigrant. So they would have to be deported. Ivana's dead, but more than likely, Melania would have to be deported too, and her father. Chain migration, no birthright citizenship. According to what legal theory would say. See, this is the problem when you try to write laws out of prejudice and evil. It can tend to bounce back and kick you right in your ass. Okay? Let's look at his great love of tariffs. Right now, Ford is showing net losses. The GM plant in Canada is going to be laying workers off. All of our trade partners across the world have grown sick of us. They don't want to do business with us anymore. We're going to lose the tourism business. But wait, there's more. Because let's talk about this. You just gave, through your big bullshit bill, you just gave the wealthiest 1% of Americans a huge tax break. So here's the economics of it. A budget requires X amount of dollars to run efficiently. The government requires X amount of dollars to run efficiently. Now, if you take half of that away and just give it to billionaires because, oh, they're breathing. Thank you so much for your greatness. You're breathing. Somebody's got to make up that other percentage. And you know who that is? Us. The middle, poor. We're the ones that have to make it up. And you're taking our ability to do that away. We're already heavily taxed enough. But now we're losing jobs where we can't even pay taxes. So what happens? The country stays in debt and grows its debt exponentially. Tell me again how that's making America great again. Project 2025 is a racist disaster. It's built to make America white again, and particularly to make America wealthy again. Because right now, 10 to 15 people in this country own more than 50% of the country's wealth. 10 to 15 people out of a country with 400 million people. 10 to 15 people own 50% of the wealth, and it's going to go even higher. That's not how you make America great again. and this plan will fail, and the country will be destroyed.